Welcome back to this video. In this video, we will see what are the props in React. Props are used to pass the data between the components. So by using props, with the help of the props, you can pass the data from a parent component to the child component. For example, you can pass the data from app component to a class component or a functional component or any component inside that a parent component. Okay. So to define the props, we can simply define the a prop name equal to with a value, and also we can define the number as a age equal to value. Here you will see inside this text component I am passing the name equal to Mr. Bean and age equal to 45. Okay, to access the props, simply we can use the keyword called props.name inside that child component. Now we are in the project files. Inside this app.js file, I'm going to pass the props from app.js to the class components. I'm removing these functional components as for now because we are only working with a class components. So inside this class components tag, I'm passing the prop as name equal to Iron Man, and after that I'm passing the age also, age equal to 40, and I'm saving it. To access these props inside this class component, simply we can call as h1. Inside this h1 tag with a curly brace, you can call props dot name, and I'm saving it. Inside this class component, we can access the props that we are passed inside the class components tag here. To access the props from the app.js file, I'm accessing this inside the h2 tag. Open curly braces and type the keyword props dot name and save it. We are getting error because inside the class component we have to pass the this keyword to access the props properly. This dot props dot name is the proper way of accessing the prop from the parent component to child component inside the class components. Here we are access the props. We are passed the data from app.js file to class components with the help of the this keyword. I'm also access the age component. I'm also accessing the age. To access the age, type this dot props dot age. It will showing Iron Man and age is 40. We are successfully accessed these props that we are passed in app.js file to the class component, and we are displayed it into this web page. Now we will see how to pass the props in functional components. This is very easy because we don't have this keyword inside the as like class components. I'm adding back this functional components inside the app component and passing the props as name equal to Hulk and age equal to 45. And I'm going to access these props inside this functional components.js. Below this statement, same write h2, and you can directly access the props as props dot name. We don't have this keyword inside this. And h2 age is props dot age. we are getting error because we have to pass the props at the top of this function. Passing it as props. So the error is gone. And under this is the functional components, it will displaying Hulk and age is 45. These props are coming from functional component which are getting the props from the app.js file as we are passing this age equal name equal to Hulk and age equal to 45. To avoid this passing the props, we can also use the ES6 feature called destructuring. With a curly brace, we can destructure the props at the top, the comma and age, so that we can remove this props.name and props.age. Simply we can write name and age and it will get to know what we have passed. This works as same. So this is how you can pass the props from class components and functional components. So here you can find class components are not very manageable while passing the props, but in functional components the code is very manageable and we can complete the code in very few lines. Here one thing you should know, props are very static data because they are passing between the components to components. Okay, we cannot change the prop inside the children component to the parent components. Props are only responsible for sending the data from one component to another component. In order to change the props or in order to change the data inside the components dynamically, we use the concept called state. We are going to learn it in next video.